Hi fellow traders, what's happening? Stop overthinking your trading. I know you're doing it. I know everybody's doing it. You see me in this picture? This is what it did to me every night because I overthought the simplest strategies in the universe. And because I was inconsistent with my results, I kept focusing on the strategy, thinking that there was something else I was missing with the strategy, something I needed to learn, something I needed to add filters to, and blah, blah, blah. When all it was getting my mind, my head screwed on straight, focusing on the right stuff. All right, when you expend all your mental energy, this is how you end up. This is how I ended up. My wife would see me like this every night. After they went to bed, that's when I went to study, and I just overdid it. All the same thing over and over and over and over again, and I didn't have the right focus. But once I realized that it was the mental game, it was the being able to actually execute the trades, that was where everything came into play. So don't overthink it. These strategies that you learned, whether it be my strategies or anybody else's strategies, are really, really simple. The strategies are simple. Don't waste your time on that. Focus on your mental game. Focus on being able to execute the trades. Okay, yesterday I got a new respect. I told you about the new respect I have for trading alerts because I realize there's nothing wrong with alerts. The problem is whoever gives alerts need to give instruction on execution, and that's the mental game. So if you give alerts, please give the right instruction and let them know that, hey, you still have to learn how to trade, because if you don't, you're not going to execute these alerts worth a damn, and everything is worthless. So stop overthinking your trading. Focus on the mental game. I'm giving everything to you free, A to Z, right here on YouTube. Follow that series. This is from somebody that I didn't read anybody's book other than Mark Douglas. That's the only book I read. And trying to learn how to work through my mental game. And everything I did, I put together based on trying to learn how to think in probabilities and how to manage my emotions and use them to my advantage. And once I did that, man, I was off and running. So stop overthinking your trading. All right, so I've got something coming up this weekend. I'm going to announce it this weekend. I get a lot of emails from people that are frustrated with CMEG and their lack of short availability and everything. And they just wish they could get a U.S. broker and just, trade and try to work themselves into a non-PDT account. And there's a process to do it. It's the hard part about it is it takes above average patience. You've got to have above average patience. And again, everything I'm doing, everything I'm trying to teach you guys is centered around having above average patience. But starting in the fourth quarter, I'm going to start with a $10,000 account, and it's going to be a margin account. So yeah, our day trades are limited, but there's a lot of other things you can do that's not so risky. You just have to have patience. So, but I'll explain it all to you and everything this weekend. I should be able to do a video this weekend and try to help you to understand. It will be limited because I'm in the process of shutting down. I'm taking in new members starting in the fourth quarter and not starting back up till the 1st of January, because I need to finish this book and I need to take some stuff off my plate so that I can do everything that this person who proofread it is a sea of freaking red. But I need time to work on that. So that's where my focus is going to be, and on trading. So we're going to start this, but I don't even want to talk about it anymore because I'll do that later. Here is the SPY. Remember yesterday we were looking to see, are we going to confirm claiming the 5-day, and are we going to start claiming the 20-day? Well, we didn't claim the 5-day. This candle did not take out the high of this candle, so 5-day has not been claimed yet. That's not to say it won't get claimed tomorrow, because we can do it tomorrow and we can start working on the 20-day, or we can come back and test the 50-day tomorrow. This was an inside day. The candle is an indecision candle. We ran into resistance at the 20-day. We ran into some support down here just under this ascending support, and you know, we're just in a rut right now. So technically, you want to have a plan for if the market is up when I wake up in the morning, this is what I need to be working on. And if the market is down tomorrow, this is what I need to be working on. There's no earnings right now for us to deal with. Nothing. So everything is technical. So what you saw me talk about today, there were technical setups. We have one very good technical setup that we talked about at the beginning of the day. We're going to get into that. But right now, there's no way of telling which way this market's going to go. We had an inside day. You can't say anybody really won the day. The bulls did come charging back later in the day. It was a pretty strong move from, say, 11 o'clock on. It did make some nice moves, but going into the close, we did give some of that back. So look for it under the 5-day, under this ascending support, looking to test the 50-day. Have a plan if you see that, or if you wake up tomorrow and we're above the 20-day, we need to have a plan for that, because that means we have confirmed claiming the 5-day, which is a very bullish, short-term bullish sentiment. All right, so AFRM, this first trade we're going to talk about. This is the trade that I was talking about this morning. Beautiful technical setup on the 60-minute chart. Let's show you this. All my technical setups come from the 60-minute chart. But you know, my favorite are earnings. Earnings are dead right now. So we're just going to look at a lot of technicals. So you can see there's no doubt we had a big pivot here on the 60-minute chart around 115. Actually, it was 114.75, but I called it 115. And you can see we hit it here, and once we broke this channel, look at it. Nice push. We pulled back. Here we tapped it again here. We pulled back. We tapped it again here. We pulled back. And so this next time we're coming through it, I'm looking for a pretty decent move. And that's exactly what we got today. Now, I didn't think we would get there today, but I told you this morning, keep your eye on this, because just in case it gets there, there's a chance that we can, we could see some movement here. So it worked. Now, unfortunately, it started moving during lunch, so I had to send a I had to send a typed in alert. I don't like to do that, but it pretty much reminded you guys 115 is a level right here. Wait for the second entry, wait for it to confirm, claiming this 115 pivot, and then get in. And so that's what we did. But all my technical strategies, they're gonna come from the 60-minute chart. That's something I introduced a couple years ago that I learned, and it works pretty good. The other thing that goes along with this is the option scanner. The same guy I learned this from turned me on to the option scanner. And I use Flow Algo. And what I'm looking for, or when I have a stock like this, I'm looking for, where's the money going? Is the money coming into this? If the money is coming into this prior to it makes this move, you better pay attention. All right, and you could see starting at what time? 11:14 this morning. We had money coming in. Now we had 115 calls, but then we had 120s. See the 120s coming in. So that tells me we've got money coming in this thing. And we even had a 125 come in for tomorrow. So yeah, I was licking my chops and was pretty excited about this. So let's take this down. So you can see that's what we were looking at. Now, yeah, you could have taken this a couple of times, but I didn't want this. I was waiting for the big move. And this is a big part of what we're going to talk about for the new project, or not project, but the new focus that we're going to have for you guys that are trying to grow your account. Looking for these big move opportunities and then having the wherewithal to allow this to work. Now, of course, we're not going to be able to scale out like this. We're going to have to pick a target. And in this case, this was, 118.80 was the target. But we have to pick a target. So look, if we had 300 shares on this, if you had a $10,000 account, 300 shares on this, and you took 4 points, that's $1,200. How many of you make $1,200 in a week? And we do this on one day trade. Does this happen every day? Absolutely not. But does this happen multiple times throughout the week? Absolutely. And all we have to do is find these technical setups and be there to go. Now, I've got 50 shares left on this, holding it overnight, because I saw that 125 call. That's it. I'm ready. I want to pick up that last little bit. And we could always, we're not going to add to this unless we want to. Let's say we had 3-day trades and we used up one here today, and let's say we got a pullback, it's holding support, and we see more 125 calls come in. Why not get in? You may get another $1,200. That's $2,400. Yeah, you burned up 2 day trades, but what the hell do you need to trade more for? Why? The potential is there, and that's what I want to show you guys. The potential is there. You have to know where to look for it, how to find these trades. These are the trades that I trade in my big account. So, you know, all of that's coming. But right now, I'm waiting. You know, I did hit my first target, hit the second target, which is that 1/8. I forgot to draw the line here, but this is the daily pivot here at 118.80. I was looking for 121. The next daily pivot was 123. So I would have taken profit at 121, 123. I can't remember what the exact price was. And then 125 would have been the final little piece. If you had the ability to day trade this unlimited. But limited, there's a different process, and where you could still make really, really good money. Alright, so ZM, I don't even want to talk about this. Do I even have to tell you? This was the biggest fuck up. I'm sorry, excuse me. The biggest mess up. I got caught. Okay, here's where I should have gotten in if I was going to be aggressive. This is me not knowing whether I want to be aggressive or not, and then deciding after the fact and waiting for the first 1 minute candle to print. I get in on a 1 minute low, and it bounces after 3 minutes or up. I know this stuff bounces after 3 minutes, so that was stupid for me to get in on a 1 minute candle with 200 shares, knowing that I can't take profit at 3 minutes. It's just not going to work. Now, sometimes it does sell off more, but it just didn't do it. This time it was just stupid. And then I stupidly held. It never did take out. It wasn't even close to taking out the opening range low. What the hell are you still doing in it? Okay, so I got out at the top. It stopped me out. I put my stop in up here, and it ran right up to the damn penny. My stop was 278.25. The high of this candle is 278.25. And so, you know, I wasn't happy. Okay, honestly, I was just not happy. But that's what happened on ZM. I don't even want to talk about that anymore. BYND was another one on our watch list. This was a analyst downgrade, I believe. And what I saw on this, we had a daily level here. So I wasn't going to jump on it at the 5 minute low, which lined up with the pre-market low. I was going to wait and short it under here. And if this thing turned around, I would not have done the same thing I did on ZM and hold it like I didn't have no damn sense. If it didn't close below this level and it started to recover, I would have bailed out. But we got down to the first target here, and it just kind of worked itself out. It didn't get to where I wanted to take profit, but and it bounced on me, and I had it on autopilot, so I wasn't paying attention to it, and it just ran up and took me out here. I thought we would reject here potentially and sell off going into the close, but didn't do that. And I wasn't paying attention, so it just hit my stop, my break-even stop on this. So I had a really good day trading, and I had a really bad day trading. Really good day trading, really bad day trading. So Jekyll and Hyde. But that's it for today. We'll be back at it tomorrow. We'll see if we can close this week out strong and, get ready for next week. So you guys have a great night. Be safe, and I'll see you in the morning.